morning. I'm Coach George Barber, and I'm the head men's basketball coach at Greenville University here in Greenville, Illinois. And with me today I have an assistant, Jack Schaffelberger. He'll introduce himself.
My name is Jack Schaffelberger, and I play here at Greenville at the high school. I'm going to be a junior guard.
So we're just excited that you guys are still willing to work on your game. And we're outside today at Greenville Elementary Junior High School at the outside hoops, and most of us are having to be creative this summer where we're practicing our games in sports. And so we're hoping to put you in a setting that hopefully that you can also simulate and get some of your work done. So today's theme, this is for the FCA camp here in Greenville. Today's theme is surround, and I just want to remind you, day 1 was sacrifice, day 2 was surrender, and then day 3 is going to be 100% team surround. So the verse that goes with this is, "Then make me truly happy by agreeing wholeheartedly with each other, loving one another, and working together with one mind and purpose." Philippians 2:2. So Paul was writing to the Philippians, telling them to make him happy by loving each other and working together. And so the key point here is that we give 100% by surrounding ourselves with committed teammates. One of the things I like to tell my team is, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And they have to think about that a little bit, but they understand that ultimately it means whoever you're hanging out with is going to set the trajectory of your future. So if they're making good decisions, wise choices, healthy decisions, you probably will as well. And even though you may be a great guy or great gal, if you're hanging out with people not making good decisions, you know, you may be dragged in that direction. So a couple other things I wanted to just point out is we always say this to our team: people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So this is our big time toolbox. And these things will, basically that means, you know, it doesn't matter how good a player is or how good you are, the most important thing is to show your teammates that you care about them. Pick them up when they fall down. Tell them great job when they do a good job. And thinking about others is important. Finally, we talk about the window room versus the mirror room when it comes to team. You don't want to be a person that's just always focused on yourself, worried about your minutes, worried about your points. That's the mirror room. Instead, we want to be in the window room, which is thinking about others and concerned about others and showing them that you care about them. All right, well, we're here with Jack Schaffelberger, who is a guard on our high school basketball team here in Greenville. And first thing we're going to talk about is just the proper way to do a layup. And you've got to get this right. This is really important. We have our players actually do 10 push-ups if they miss a layup in practice in the layup line. So it's very critical. Coaches want to see you make your layup. So I just want to go over quickly the steps of getting that right. Jack's going to line up over here. What would be, this is the lane of the basketball, the court. And right here is the block, okay? It's the big piece of paint that's right close to the lane. And as I would tell my players, and I'm telling Jack today, I want you to go inside the block. I don't want you to go outside because it's a bad angle on the backboard. But I want you to go inside the block, and then when they come to the basket, if it's a right-handed layup, they're going to lift their right knee up and their right arm up. And you'll see Jack when he does it. Together, it's so important to get that fundamental right of bringing up your right knee and your right arm and coming inside the block so you have a good angle on the backboard. Okay, Jack, give him a shot here. Perfect, very good. One more, bud. Good, right knee up, right arm up, basket in the hoop. Very important we get that right. Just like we said on the right side, the right knee up, right arm up. Now we're going to do the same on the left side. So the left knee comes up. The inside foot's the last foot to leave the ground, and the left arm goes up together, and he'll shoot the ball left-handed. Here we go. Coming at the basket. Perfect. Very good. One more, Jack. Looks good. Looks great. Coming inside the block, off the backboard. Perfect. We got it. All right. We want to go over the fundamentals of shooting from the outside. Now I have Jack Schaffelberger here, who is a guard on our high school team. And Jack is a tremendous shooter from the outside. It's because he works on it. He works on it hard. He maybe inherited a little bit of his skills. His older brother was king of the hill here in Illinois, which is the best three-point shooter of all divisions. This was several years ago. So he's working on his game as well. Last year, Jack shot close to 42% from the three-point range, which is incredible. So if you think about it, 1 out of 2 shots near the basket, 50% is really good. When you get out to the three-point range, 1 out of 3 is pretty good. That's 33%, and he's well above that in the 40s. So one of the things he does is he has really good form, and we're going to go over this right now. So think of the word beef, B-E-E-F, and the first thing is balance. So Jack, let's get our feet balanced so that you have maybe your left foot. He's a right-handed shooter. His left foot is slightly ahead of his right foot, and he's balanced. He's on balance, okay? Then he's going to have his eyes on the rim. So his eyes will be looking, I like to say, front of the rim. Jack, do you do it any different?
I do front of the rim.
Front of the rim. All right, so we'll go right up the front of the rim. So that's the E. So B is balance, E is eyes on the rim, all right? The second E is the elbow needs to be in, all right? So sometimes you'll see a player kind of shoot awkwardly, elbow out. We don't want that. His elbow is going to be in. And then the final thing is he's going to follow through, okay? So we always say, put your hand in the cookie jar like you're reaching up and over and getting a cookie out of the cookie jar. He's going to follow through, and his elbow is going to end up above his eyes. All right, here we go. I'm going to rebound for him. He's going to take a couple shots. Okay, good job. That's all right. Stepping in, good. Excellent. There it is. There it is. Good job. Look at that, elbow is perfect, perfect form. Elbow in, eyes on the rim, and balance. All right, great job. All right, the next thing that we want to cover with shooting is our footwork. Now, you'd say, well, Coach Barber, shooting is all up above your waist, it's all your arms. And I would say, you're missing out on the most important part of the strength that you need to have for shooting, and that is found in your legs and in your footwork. So it's very critical that you include your legs, that you're not like stiff-legged and trying to shoot flat-footed. We don't want that. We want a dynamic bottom. We want dynamic legs, meaning moving. And so what I'm going to have Jack do here in just a second is I'm going to have him step in. Anytime that you're not close to the basket, you're going to need to step into your shot. So as he steps in, he's actually going to land his heel down first, and then bring it to the toe, and then bring his second foot up so that they're parallel, and I like to have him 10 toes at the basket, all right? So he's gonna bring a foot up, and a nice big step really helps to get the strength of his lower body translated into his upper body, and then brings his other foot up, and he'll step in. And you'll see he'll easily have the strength to shoot when he steps in like that. All right, Jack, here we go. Good. Very good. Very good. Good. One more. Big step in. There it is. Great. Perfect. All right, we're going to give you a little bonus here that I think is going to be worth a couple extra points for each of you in the game. And that's how to make a free throw. And you would say, well, that's easy. Nobody's guarding you. And I would agree. It should be an easy shot. My dad always says, never miss your free throws. And it's because it is a free shot. We want to make sure that we line up and get a routine. So that's the whole ball of wax with the free throw, is to get a routine. Now, if you go to any basketball court, except for maybe a synthetic court or maybe something outdoors, when they make the line or the key, they're going to make it using a little nail hole right in the floor. So any wooden floor that you see, if you go to the middle of the free throw line, you'll look down and you'll see there's a little nail hole where they nailed it in to make to tether the string to make the court markings, all right? And so almost every great player, including Jack, is going to use that nail as a point of reference when he comes to the free throw line. And I'm just going to let him tell you what he does when he lines up to shoot a free throw, because routine is the most important thing.
Okay, so when I'm shooting a free throw, I usually like to line my right foot up a little outside of the nail, so I get my elbow right in line with it. And so usually I'll take a dribble, spin it, and take a deep breath and look at the rim, because you got to know it's going in. And then I just shoot it.
Give us one more. Good job. Perfect. All right. All right, so we're just going to do a couple shooting drills here at the end to show you what we would like to have you do if you're practicing during the summer and all year round, really. These practice drills can be done 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, 6 times a week, whatever you want to do. We just think every time you work, you're going to have some profit. So putting in some work is really important. All right, so the first thing I would do is as a rebounder for Jack. Now, if you don't have a rebounder, you'll have to get your own rebounder, and you may want to cut these numbers in half, just because it takes twice as much time to rebound yourself. But if you can find a friend and tell them that you'll get them a cold drink of water or whatever afterwards, or a Gatorade to rebound for you, that would be a lot better and a lot quicker. So with Jack, I would say, Jack, let's shoot at 5 different spots around the court. So we'd have the wing, the short corner or the corner, then we'd have the wing on the right side, then we'd have the top of the key or free throw line area, the opposite left-hand side wing, and the left-hand side corner. So Jack, why don't you just step in and give us 5 step-in jumpers using your legs as well. Good. All right, coming at you. Now I'm rebounding for him. He's stepping in. All right, good, here we go. Make sure your pass is giving you a good pass right on the spot. There we go, there it is, perfect, good. So I would be counting the number of shots, which was 5 in that case. He's counting the makes, which was 1 in that case. And then we go to the next spot. Let's go, 5 more right here at this next spot, Jack. Step in, big step in, very good. Good, all right, 1. And I want to at least have him shoot 5 going around and 5 coming back. So it's 50. All right, stepping in, that's all right. That's all right, here we go, it's coming in. It's gonna happen for you. Good, he got his legs into it, excellent. All right, good, again, 1 for 5, it's okay, we're not discouraged. I know Jack's a great shooter. He's gonna keep going, he'll warm up and he'll get better. All right, Jack, let's come over here though. Here's the next series I want you to do, and that is off the dribble, okay? So to do this, Jack is gonna shot fake it as if I was a defender and kind of get me up on my toes, and then he'll swing it probably right knee, left knee. So he'll shot fake it and then swing it on his right knee, left knee, and swing it and go drive right by me with a hard dribble and a shot or a layup. All right, here we go, let's practice that, Jack. Ready?
Which side, this side?
Yeah, we'll just be at this cone. So basically, when you come up, shot fake, swing it,
okay, drive
by me, off the dribble, take your shot. All right, here we go. So I come out, oh, good, just like that, perfect. There we go, perfect. So I'm gonna want him to shoot, 5 like that, where he swings it low and shoots it off the dribble. Okay, excellent. And he can choose to either shoot off the dribble or drive all the way in for a layup. All right, well, we want to wrap things up and thank you for joining us for the shooting basketball section. And then, of course, our scripture verse, Philippians 2:2, and 100% surround yourself with good teammates. And not only surround yourself, but be that good teammate. So Jack's just going to talk to us just for a second about his journey in basketball, and we just encourage you to keep practicing.
Yeah, okay, so I played basketball all growing up, started travel probably about 3rd grade, and I was a decent shooter, but not very good. And it wasn't until freshman year actually that I started shooting threes. So I didn't attempt a single 3 in any of our junior high games or any before, but I developed this summer going into freshman year of high school a 3-point shot. And so what I'd like to say is make sure you get your form down first, because if you don't have a good form, you're never gonna have a consistent jumper, and it'll just be a bad shot. And you might not be strong enough. So just keep working that form, keep getting it in there, muscle memory. Just make sure you have good form first. And once you get strong enough, then you'll have a good 3-point shot.
So that's great advice from a really good shooter and one of our guards at the high school, and I hope that helps motivate you to keep working, and I have no doubt it's going to be fun watching Jack play in these coming years as he performs for his team. So again, thank you for joining us, and we really are pleased to hear that you're going to work out and you're going to get better, and we wish you the best.